Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you're joining me live, please say hey. If you're watching a replay, please let me know that you were here. Today, we're getting into 3 keys to increase influence and income using social media. So, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I talk a lot about virtual events and doing summits to really increase your lead flow and all of that great stuff. But social media is very much so a key component in doing that as well, because if we use virtual events to basically establish credibility, create some authority in our industry and create that influence. And it's a great way to do that fast, right? But social media is very much so a part of that equation as well. Okay. And if you can embrace both worlds effectively, then you'll never ever run out of ways to attract business or to really get leads into your business and really just attract the people that you really want to serve. So yeah, so you'll just it'll be endless. Okay, but you have to really embrace both worlds. All right, so the first thing I would say when it comes to social media is setting the goals. Really something simple as setting the goal. Because you want to do things strategically, you want to do things with intention always in your business, so that you're not um, doing things like I was when I first started. I did a whole lot of things that I didn't need to be doing, and it was because I wasn't intentional and I wasn't really focusing on what I wanted. I didn't even take the time to set goals and, create plans and all that stuff. It's like I'm just trying to make it work, so we don't want to be in that space. We want to actually have a goal and then a plan of action to get there. But really setting the goal is the first step when you're using social media, because you need to know what direction to go. You need to know where your people are. You need to know what it is that you want to create, what type of culture you want to create with your brand. And when you set your goals, then you can kind of map that out and understand where everything is going and how it should flow. All right. So really be intentional about what your goals are, because then, like I said, you can create the plan and then the execution of what you need to do. All right. I notice a lot of people tend to have challenges around, creating content and creating culture. But what does that look like to you? So when you're doing your goal planning, ask yourself those questions. What is it that I want to create? For my brand, what kind of culture do I want to create here? What kind of community do I want to create? What do I want to say? What kind of content really moves people? So all those different things will help you with your end result, basically. So you want to have all that together so everything is flowing. Okay. And that's really the main thing that you want to have in your business. You want to have a business that's flowing. You want to have control over your business. And so really doing these necessary steps makes a lot of sense for you. Okay. So once you set the goal, then you need to really understand your market. And that's where creating the content comes in at. Okay. That's really, I'd like to say that my approach a lot of times is intuitive, because I'm all about how, we use ourselves and how we trust ourselves to show up. But this is more logical. This is more about data. So really understanding your market is really focusing on the data and taking the time to actually do the research. A lot of people don't want to take the time, but you got to do that. You can't really skip that step, because you need to know the data, because the data is what's going to help your business make money. Okay, basically. Okay, it's really going to help you do what you need to do and do it effectively and make it make sense. All right. So understand your market. Where people are. If you want to create polls, if you want to create surveys and ask questions, great way to start a conversation. It's great. It's a great way to really dig deeper to see what their motivations are, or what's going to motivate them to actually buy, what's going to motivate them to just move forward with you and to move forward with having even a conversation with you, right? But you got to understand what their needs are first. All right. And that, and really that makes it a lot easier for you to create content, honestly, because then okay, this is what I need to do, or this is what I need to say, because this is what people are having challenges around, and this is what I can help them with. All right. So understanding your market is very, very essential. Okay. And the last thing is do some quick testing. Do some quick testing. I do this all the time. I'm showing up on social media. You're picking, first of all, you want to pick the platforms where you want to show up the most, because your people are there and you've established, some type of foundation. Yeah, pick at least two. Okay, you don't have to spread yourself too thin, and get on every platform if you don't want to. You can always repurpose your content, of course, but just kind of pick two main ones to do some quick testing, right? Putting out different pieces of content, seeing what people are responding to, what people are saying, asking questions really gets people to comment and, open up a little bit. Ask thought-provoking questions. We have to do these different things to really start the conversation and get it going so that we understand the needs of the people that we want to serve and show up for. So yeah, do some testing. Okay, always be testing. That's ABS. That's what I always be serving. ABS is always be serving, but ABT is always be testing. Yeah, because you really need to understand just from a perspective of data, really need to get your data, because that's going to help everything flow a lot easier. And not only that, but you can, kick out what doesn't work and really step up your game with what does work. And what does work, that will help you create the influence that you need. Once you create influence, you gain the trust, and you create income, and that's really how that flows. So you want to have all these things together, all these pieces together. They're all part of the equation, all part of the formula for really creating a sustainable brand that brings in revenue. Okay, so have all these things. So just to recap, set your goals. Okay, set your goals. Ask yourself some hard questions if you need to do that, but set the goals. Understand your market. So do your market research, really collect the data that you need to make your business make more sense and make more dollars and make more sense. Okay. But yeah, understand your market so you can understand how to serve them better, and do some quick testing. Okay, so all these different things you can use social media for, right? And once you do this, like I said, you'll be able to have a more solid foundation to build your influence on, of course, and build that trust that people need to have so that they can actually buy from you. Okay, and once you do that, everything else is lead flow. Everything else is lead flow, but building that influence is very important. So don't ever skip any of these steps, because they're going to help you tremendously. And I know they seem simple, and they really are simple, but it's like, yeah, this is the work that we need to do. Okay. So we have control over our business, and our business isn't controlling us. All right. So if you have any questions based on these three things that I mentioned here today, or anything you would like to add, anything that you're doing that's really working to build your influence on these platforms, and really creating your own platform, because that's really the idea. I want to say that too. That's really the idea behind building influence, is you're creating your own platform, right? You're creating culture with your brand. Okay. So you definitely want to step your game up with that. Yeah, so if you have anything that you want to add, or any questions that you want to ask me about how you can do this and customize this for yourself, please reach out, send me a DM, or just get in touch with me, and we can have a meeting or some type of intensive where you can actually pull this all together. Okay, because connecting the dots and really bringing it together so that you're positioned well in the marketplace is very essential for the growth of your brand and the growth of your revenue overall. All right. All right. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.